you're going to hear the stark contrast in two individuals, Rocky on one side, Relli on the other side, known as Relli. He represents a very different narrative. The evidence will show you that this Relli presents himself to the world as a wealthy, successful man. Source like that he's a reporting artist, businessman. He flaunts a very lavish lifestyle on social media. He poses with luxury goods.
The same objection. None of this is evidence.
Evidence will show you this. None of this is evidence yet. There's no evidence on both sides. Posting pictures of himself with large sums of cash and whatnot. It's fraud. He is all about a money grab. The truth is far different. And you're going to see this extravagant lifestyle that this Relli flaunts is nothing more than a fraud, built on not on success and hard work, but upon criminal activity. Ladies and gentlemen, this case is all about money. I've said it once, twice, I'll say it a few more times. The evidence will show you it's nothing more than a money grab. Nothing more. A clear attempt at extortion by Relli so he can keep funding this extravagant lifestyle of his that he presents to the world. You're going to see the only reason we're in this courtroom is because Rocky would not agree to be a victim of another one of his crimes. That's why we're here. Because Rocky said, here's some money. We're not here. He doesn't go to the police. And even after he went to the police, if Rocky gave him money, we're not here. It's not about justice, it's about money for him. Period, end of story. And I will show you that. The evidence will make clear that Relli is trying to leverage a fabricated story to extract money from Rocky, using lies to support these claims. The evidence will show you that Relli is a blatant perjurer, someone who takes an oath, despite that oath lies. The evidence will show you, and you will see him commit perjury right before you in this courtroom. And you'll see how important that is to this case. Because the evidence will show that despite all the evidence they claim to have, all of it, and I mean all of it, will rise and fall on the word of Relli and his credibility. Period. End of story. You will see if you can't believe him, the prosecution's case fails. Now let's walk you through the events leading to the incident of November 6th, 2021, which is that part of this case. But to do that, we have to start a few years back. From Relli's own testimony, that was the catalyst for this incident. His resentment, not his own testimony, his resentment was the catalyst for this incident, and his animosity towards Rocky. The evidence will show you that Relli met Rocky when he was in high school in Harlem. They were both part of that creative and artistic conglomerate called ASAP, which now you know means always strive and prosper. Over the years, Rocky achieved more and more success in the entertainment industry at first. He did maintain a friendship with this Relli, unfortunately for him. He even sought to help Relli through professional collaboration. But that wasn't enough for Relli, clearly. You'll see the kind of person Relli is in this courtroom. You're going to see it. He was jealous and angry, and as Rocky rejected some of the projects he presented him, Relli's resentment grew deeper and darker. So embittered by the success achieved by Rocky, someone he once considered peer, Relli embarked on a dangerous course of action. And in November 2021, Relli's resentment towards him reached the fever pitch. After tragedy had struck another member of this ASAP group, an individual named ASAP Josh had untimely dead. He passed away. Evidence will show you that Rocky stepped up, spoke to the parents and the mom, They said Josh and I offered to cover the cost for the funeral, bring the body back to New York, and pay for the funeral. But Relli, still blinded by resentment, believed otherwise. He thought for some reason Rocky didn't agree to pay, or had agreed to pay, but then didn't actually pay. And he was furious. He went as far as to threaten physical violence against him because he thought he didn't pay for the funeral or for the expense of flying the body back. He was wrong, because he did pay. But he went as far as to threaten physical violence. And you're going to see that for yourself, ladies and gentlemen. On October 16th, a few weeks before this incident that you're all here to hear about, Relli told his friend that Rocky was a piece of shit and declared, "I'm going to beat this nigga up." Now it's funny, they showed you a lot of text messages. I didn't see that one. Did not see that one. That's the catalyst. That's weeks before this incident, when he came in hot on November 6, 2021 on Argyle. And if you fast forward only a few weeks on November 6, 2021, you'll see that. You see that Relli sought to turn those threatening words into dangerous actions. And he did. The evidence will show you that on November 6, 2021, Rocky was scheduled to attend a music festival they put it up at called CashApp, with two other members of the ASAP crew, Elijah Ulanga and Jamel Phillips, you now know them as ASAP Ills and ASAP Twelvvy. So, in order to address Relli's resentment, because he was really mad, and have him accompany Ills and Twelvvy to the festival, Rocky reached out to him multiple times. As a matter of fact, I think he saw a text from one of Relli's friends to Relli saying, "Hey, I think he wants you, being Rocky wants you to perform at Complex Con." So Rocky was trying to get him to come. It was sort of a celebration of the ASAP crew. So Rocky, yes, he was urgently messaging him because they were late for this Complex Con. You're going to hear that from multiple witnesses. He was making them late for the show, so there were multiple messages from both Twelvvy and Rocky. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? However, you're going to learn that although Relli, because Rocky had reached out to Relli to make plans to meet at his hotel, and you're going to learn, however, that Relli said he was staying at the Lowe's Hotel, who was in fact staying at the Lowe's Hotel, lied to Rocky and said he was staying at the W Hotel. Why? Because he wanted Rocky to think he was staying at a nicer place, according to him, which is consistent with his pattern of showing off a phony, extravagant lifestyle. But also consistent with his pattern of lying. You'll see Relli committed perjury about that exact reason. And despite Rocky's best intentions, the evidence will show you that Relli was angry when he agreed to meet Rocky that day. And that anger came to a head when he encountered Rocky on the street, outside of a parking lot, on Argyle Avenue, leading to a brief altercation that took place on the street, which you saw a clip of, a very short clip of. You'll learn that Relli claims Rocky instigated, Relli, by the way, is twice the size of him, but we'll get to that. Relli claims that Rocky instigated the altercation, but the evidence will show you it was Relli who was the one looking for a fight. And you'll hear about Relli's day in the hours before meeting Rocky. You'll hear what happened in that day, independent of Rocky in that evening. You'll hear Relli's claim that Rocky pressed a gun to his stomach, to his chest, and his head. But the evidence, the independent evidence, the stuff that you don't need Relli's word for, will show you otherwise. Fortunately, the video evidence from the parking garage captured the incident. And that just lies to Relli's fabricated story about that. The video will also show you who the real aggressor was here. It shows you that Relli approached Rocky and reached out first. It was Relli who made the first physical contact. You can see in a second. The DA said that Rocky was the aggressor. There's a video there. It also shows that what followed was a very quick scuffle, again you saw it, with Relli making physical contact and pulling Rocky towards him. Not Rocky pushing Relli, who outweighs him by almost 100 pounds. Not Rocky pushing Relli, but Relli pulling Rocky. The DA said, in his opening, he said that Rocky was pushing Relli. You know who else said Relli was pulling Rocky? Relli said that. Relli in a statement. And when he watched the video, said, yes, I was pulling Rocky this way. That's not a good narrative. So they just changed that. But Relli has made statements about this incident. And they're stuck with those. It shows the incident was over in a matter of seconds, this videotape. And despite Relli's exaggerated claims that there was no evidence that a gun was pressed against his stomach, directed at his chest, or pointed at his head. There's none. This didn't happen. Instead, the evidence shows that Relli, again, physically much larger than Rocky, was the antagonizer here.